morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Sam hates it when I do that. How is everybody this morning? We having a great day? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Good morning. It is gorgeous outside. We have not had the air conditioning on in almost a week in August. What's with that? Kind of tells us a little bit about how winter might come. Geese are gathering, birds are on the wire. We're like, isn't it August? What the heck is going on? It's almost evening in South Africa. Welcome, welcome. How are you? You're at 6 p.m. Where are you at, Sophia? You're in Europe. Wait, a little bit further because they're only 5 hours. Where are you? Greece. Yes, bucket list place. Bucket list place, absolutely. Past life ties there. Really, really would love to go there. We talked about trying to go there on our Europe month, but Sam's job changed, so we didn't get to go to Europe for the month. But what an cool place to go. Interesting. Yeah, very cool. All right, so let's move on this morning. It is morning here. It is 10:43 in the morning, so I'm still drinking coffee, and that's the way it should be. So I feel like we have a topic this morning to go over as we are doing readings, and I'm trying to figure out what it is, and my guides say it's empathy. They just pop in with empathy. So as we go through readings today, we're going to be talking about empathy and how we bring that into... I thought that was my husband. Oh, it was the chair. Then I thought it was a goose because we do have geese outside. But anyhow, we're going to be talking about empathy and how to be more compassionate to those in the world around us. I'm focused. Mm-hmm. Focusing. Ow. I'm focusing. Good morning, Carrie and Melissa. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So if you guys everybody could share to a group that is relevant and would be interested in what we do. We always love that. We appreciate everybody that comes on here every day, every way. It's important to create community, and that's what we really try to do, is bring in like-minded people that are going to find some things to talk about, and not just here, but beyond here. Right? This is great. We all jump on. We won't haul. Lisa Phillips, how the hell are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Always looking for individuals to come together and have a discussion. And like I said, even beyond here, we have a lot of people that have made friends and are part of the membership and things like that they talk consistently, because I feel like it is important to have people to help you rise with, right? Who's had somebody that they can say, that person over there helped me rise. That person helped me understand that I'm much more than just the meat suit. Much more muchier, Sam says, because we have these as we grow. And it doesn't mean it has, I know a lot of people say that as you grow on a spiritual journey, that you're going to lose lots of things, and that they include people in that, right? And I really think that we can ebb and flow. We don't have to have a solid line. We will be doing readings here in a second. There doesn't have to be a solid line like hate me, love me. It can be, let's all have some empathy for each other and move together and grow together. It's so important, especially when you're on a spiritual journey, because your universe is going to grow. What by universe, I mean the things that are right there in front of you all the time, they're going to grow. You're going to see new things, and you're going to want people to share it with. Like, I don't know how many times I walked up to Sam when I started on my journey, and I'm like, I know this sounds crazy, but this is what I have going on. To the point where I was supposed to write a book about it, and title, I know it sounds crazy, but and then that slowly fell away because we had people to commiserate with, right? Because it's not always an easy journey. Who has found their spiritual journey to be a little bit bumpy, right? Tolerance and understanding with a side of kindness. Absolutely. And that's what I hope for everybody, is that you find the people um, to rise with, right? Yeah, Sophia's like me, it's bumpy. It's supposed to be bumpy. It's supposed to be bumpy. That's where we learn. That's where we go, oh, that's where we expand, and that's where we grow. All right, can we get a whoop whoop in the room this morning? Good morning, Myra. What a lovely day. Good morning, light and love. Dorella, good morning. Katrina, good morning. I'm going to try and say your name. Faiza? Is it Faiza? Faiza? Probably slaughtering that. I'm not doing it right, probably. Okay, let's see. For people that have been here before, they know what I'm doing with the whoop whoop. What I do is I don't carry a list. I go with what people's energies are. And if your guides come in and say, this person needs something, then that's who I call on. I could cover a list if I wanted to, but this way I know that the people that were really in need of some guidance, perfect, awesome, are the ones that are getting the reading. So if you feel like you need that guidance on a deep level, just stick around, because it could be now, it could be later. It just doesn't. I scroll through the list. Maniza, good morning, good morning, good morning. Sean, good morning. I'm going with Myra this morning. Myra, I want to talk about some of this. Good morning, Leanne. I want to talk about some of the things that you're hearing in life, Myra, things that are being said to you. There's some unnecessary words being used, is what they're saying. There's like, those words aren't necessary for you. You understand the patterns or the progression of what you have going on. There are some things that you need to stand up for yourself. And they're like, they actually show me you standing up, like, come on, why would you do that? And I'm supposed to I love this reference. I really do, because we don't look at it like this. Would you allow the words that you have coming that are disagreeable to you, whatever they are, to be said to your 13-year-old self? Like, if you were her protector, would you be there and say, oh no, you can say that to her? That's fine. Would you do that? Or would you be like, what in the holy hell do you think you're doing?
Have you lost your ever-loving mind?
So it says, have you lost your ever-loving mind? So think about some of the things that you have going on. And it doesn't have to be, directed toward a 13-year-old, right? It just doesn't have to be that. It's, would you allow that thing to go on? Whether it's a business thing or what, you would protect her. You absolutely would. So what are you doing? You're that same person. You're that same person. Just a little more wise, a little wiser, which means protect yourself, take care of yourself, take care of whatever's coming in. This audio thing here that they keep giving me, like, it's like, you don't need that. You don't need that. It's also, I have to tell you, stunting your growth a little bit. Like, you want to do this and your energy's doing this, but then you go, I don't know if it's overwhelming work or what it is, but it just feels like you're trying to expand, and then this comes like this, because you're not taking care of whatever you're hearing. You need to tell them, knock it off. Never know you do it. Yeah, right? It's a habit. It's a habit. Break that habit of letting things go through. Ooh, interesting. Gotcha. Okay. Because here's this is for Myra Burgess. Myra, this is a forward-moving thing. Whatever's going on that you need to be taken into check, they're talking about it being this forward-moving thing. Like, here we are. We're going to keep going forward. You can keep going forward the way you're going, or you can create change and move forward that way. Thank you so much, Dorella. Thank you. No, really. Dorella says, share, subscribe, and share this video. Help get into the YouTube algorithms. Yeah, YouTube has been a little bit tougher to get into. So we're almost to 1,000. We're like 100 away, 150, 120 away. It's really great. Okay, but we're really pleased with it. Regardless, it doesn't matter. It just is. We do enjoy being on. Okay. And this is, here's what I said, right? Cards don't lie. So it's a forward moving thing. You got to get that in check, because it is blocking your mysticism. It's blocking your growth spiritually. So pay attention. And I also have to say that sometimes when we're growing spiritually, guys, we hear, do it my way or it's the highway. This is my coven. This is my group. This is my teachings. This is the way you're going to do it. This is the way it's only successful. I'm the best psychic in the world. Blah, 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 blah. No. Just no. Okay. If you don't have room to ebb and flow within your own spiritual journey, whether it's with a teacher or whatever, find a way to make it happen, because that's what we're here for, is the growth, right? So there you go. But they're saying it's just this feeling of it's a feeling of disconnect. Need to be more connected. Yeah. You've experienced that before. Some teachers do that. And and hey, you know what? To each his own. But that's not the way I've experienced my journey. I think we had maybe one or two teachers that were like, this is the way. And they shortly, and this is serious, they shortly followed it up with, here's the Kool-Aid. Like real Kool-Aid. And we went, oh, I think we're done at this seminar. We're done. We're going to go home now.
Have fun with that.
Have fun with that Kool-Aid. Okay. So, right, disconnected. I lost my job and was laid off, and I just feel lost. Understand. You need to be talking to people. You need to be talking to people, because the card I pull here is like the Nine of Cups. Are like, your feelings are hurt, you're having a hard time, but you need to be talking to people, because there's another opportunity out there that if you want to be involved in it, you can be. They're like, oh yeah, I heard about that. Hello from hot England. Marianne, is it hot there? Here it is. We're having a cool trend for August. So talk to people, old employees, and see, people that and say, hey, this is what happened. Do you know anything? If you're looking for something, I wouldn't rush unless you have to rush. Okay, everybody, can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Can I get a whoop whoop? We appreciate everybody. Last night, Sam and I needed a down evening, and it was either his or my class night, and thank you, Dorella. Yeah, so we have like 8 different feeds going into here. So when we have just like YouTube and Facebook and I took off LinkedIn because it was a pain in the butt. And I feel a little old for TikTok, so I don't know how to get it from here to TikTok all at the same time. And I don't want to have to do a million different things to get on TikTok. So, that's that. I hope that helps, Myra. You're just going to have to learn to filter. Good morning, Sherry Ann. Melissa, good morning. Oh, you're Nancy, good morning. Okay. Yeah, but I feel Jarella's like, you're never too old. I get that, but it's just sometimes you get set in your ways. And I need to get on TikTok. I have been on TikTok. And I need to post on TikTok because I will post things like we did table tipping over the weekend. And if you've never seen table tipping, it's Victorian table tipping where the tables move across the floor, or they tilt or they levitate. And so we did that this past weekend. And I have lots of great video of the tables moving. And we have one that was pirouetting. So it's a 3-legged tea table, and it gets up on 1 foot and it spins around the room on 1 foot. It's the coolest thing. It's physical mediumship. So I will be posting that on TikTok, and you can find us on TikTok at the Mystical Moons. So we do go there. I don't do this there. So, okay, can I have another whoop whoop in the room, you guys? Let's do another whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Okay. So for anybody wondering what this is our incubator with peacock eggs in it in the back here. So we should have peacocks popping out in how many days?
This weekend.
This weekend. We're not going to be home. So Rich will have to watch the incubator for the peacocks. And then we have more peacock eggs to put in here after that to see if they hatch out. We're new to this. We had peacocks bestowed upon us. So now we're trying to figure that. Diana had to go to the ER. I have positional vertigo. Talk about messed up. The room spins when I move too fast. Oh no, Diana, take it easy, girl. Don't go moving too fast. Just take it easy. Put your feet up. Rest. Get a pedicure. Get a pedicure. Okay, let's see. And I'm going to tell you guys about this really interesting thing we had to happen yesterday. But I will do a reading first. Let's go with Melissa Cornett. Cornett. Did you hear the horse? Did you guys hear the horse?
She's pissed because you haven't fed her yet.
No, I went out and fed her. She's pissed because Clem's not paying attention to her. They need to go in this front pasture today together and see how she handles the goats this time. So we bought this new horse, and this horse went batshit crazy. And we put it in the front pasture with the goats.
Go batshit crazy, but she was not understanding why.
Yeah, it's a sound effect. Every once in a while, you hear the peacocks are at Leeds Castle in England. Really, every once in a while, you hear the turkeys go by. Whoa!
How's that go?
Whoa!
Uh-huh.
They'll go by every once in a while. Okay. Melissa, I don't usually do these because my job is to tell people how to move forward in life. But I'm going to pull a card on this. When they call it sounds that they're saying, help, help. Oh, yeah. They go, oh, wait, help.
How does that go?
Help.
Yeah.
They do. And we figured that the neighbors across the street, because ours are in the barn, we figured the neighbors across the street probably thought we were trying to kill people. I'm just going to say, I'm going to say you're overthinking. I'm going to say that you are living in your brain. Adrella, we're in Ohio, over in the United States. We're in Ohio. Lots of corn, lots of soybeans. And this year we decided to go the poultry route with lots of birds. So we're going to have lots of birds for the freezer.
And eggs.
Lots of eggs. So Melissa, I'm going to say you're overthinking things a lot. Like you pick up something and you carry it and go with it. So you got to watch what your throat chakra says. Well, keep your thoughts. No, here, unless you have proof, right? Unless you have proof. But from what I'm seeing, you're feeling like a little bit alone. Like there's just not any cooperation. There's been some arguments about some stuff, but in the end, if you can trust, that's the question. If you can trust, this is the card that comes to the end. The 10 of Pentacles, foundations, wonderful, beautiful things in plenty, right? But, it is, I think you have a really, really, really wonderful knack for overthinking things or taking a small thing. So here's what I would challenge you to do. I would challenge you to do a little shadow work on this. And I'm not saying he is, I'm not saying he isn't. But what I'm saying is trust your own judgment. Do some shadow work. Sit down. I'm not saying meditate because everybody gets all squinchy when you say meditate. They go, oh, some people say I might not be great at it. But what I'm saying is relax. Close your eyes. Sit on the couch, sit on a chair, sit in the grass, wherever you want to. And sit there and think about the first time you felt deceived or where this comes from. Where does this feeling come from for you for the first time? And I'm not talking about with your gentleman now. What I'm saying is, when's the first time you felt as if you couldn't trust somebody anymore? And send some love to that energy. In your mind, take that energy up, see that person, see that moment in time, the age you were, walk up to, talk to it, and have a discussion, and then hug it and bring it back. And bring it back. Because bringing those soul fragments back are so, so important. And that's really what's going on here. You have a little piece of soul fragment missing because you have felt this before. And it needs to be brought back here. And that's so easy for you to do. Just like I described it. Visualize that moment that you first experienced that feeling. Have some compassion for that moment and fold it back in. And start living in that energy. Inner child work, shadow work, soul retrieval, all those words. That's what that is. So that's what I suggest. Melissa, so what I'm going to say is this is why you have to sit down and relax, because your brain is going to get in the way. So you say your whole life. I'm talking go all the way back to what's the first time your parents broke your heart? When's the first time you felt walked away from? When's the first time you felt, and I'm not talking like them telling you that there's no Santa Claus or that there is Santa Claus and you find that there isn't. It's when's the first time you felt like they stepped away and were of assistance to you? That really does bring a lot of things out when we feel abandoned. We don't feel like we have a firm foundation. So think through those things. That's my best suggestion for you, really. I could give you a yes or a no. Not really, because I'm not good at this kind of reading. And I'll throw myself under the bus all day long. I don't have to be perfect at everything. I don't want to be. But I can tell you that from the cards, and cards don't lie. There you go, right there, Melissa. You know it. You know it. You got it. Heal it. And that's all it does. That's all you have to do. You don't have to pay somebody else to do your healing for you. You don't have to sit there and do it for 5 hours and 5 years at a time. It's about that memory and bringing it here and loving it and bringing it back in, inviting that healing in. And that sets the intention to set a course of action through the rest of your life that says, you know what? I am worthy. So it really rolls down to, do you feel worthy of love, right? Why wouldn't you? Because so-and-so did such and such. And it has to be a pattern. It's not a pattern. It's their pattern. Take that out of your energetic field. There's a butterfly outside the window. And heal it. Yeah. Because that's their pattern. But here's what it is. Here's really, really what it is. It's a thing that they did to create turmoil within the family, right? To create the storm so you can learn. Now you can either continue the pattern or you can learn. That's where we learn, is in the storm. So what's your choice? Do you choose to learn and see it for what it is? Like, I understand this. Doesn't hurt any less, right? In here, but you can understand it and stand on top of that lesson and move forward. It's not easy because you're always going to have to check yourself a little bit. And I'm not saying it's a one and done. I'm saying it's something you can do. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Because the answer I have is you're overthinking it.
Wow.
But you know what?
I don't have nothing over here.
Yeah, but I know you, baby. That's What do you do over in Chicago?
Huh?
You know what we're talking about here?
No.
We're talking about cheating.
Oh,
Yeah, well, I'm sitting here going, what the hell?
I'm thinking
You
of that.
outing something on the internet?
No, I was thinking about the overthinking. That's all I heard was overthinking. And that was just like,
No, here's the thing. I'm laughing about this because I know that my husband would not cheat on me. I mean, I wouldn't cheat on him. He wouldn't cheat on me. We're soulmates. And I have a 2x4. I'm friends with pigs. I'm so sorry. I love you, though.
there you go. Now you have it.
I feel him. So Sam disappeared, y'all know. Steve's gonna place an order again this week. Awesome. Okay. So anybody that lives close to Raleigh, Durham, we will be at the North Carolina State Fairgrounds this next weekend for the Body, Mind, and Spirit Expo, and be doing a talk on how to become your best spiritual self, and how to grow, how to be, because everybody's an intuitive. That is what I teach.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
So I'm not, Melissa, it is a growing thing. I hope that you can look at this as is this a thing? Do I need to grow? Is it me? Is it my, and I'm not saying it's, you know what I mean? It's that thought pattern. This is a growing moment. It's a growing moment. And who doesn't want a growing moment where we can look beyond some of the shit that we walk through? Anyways, let's move on. Okay. Can I have another whoop whoop in the room? Oh, did the horse call again? Did the horse make noise again?
Yeah, we'll go with a horse.
I really, really, really only worry about it when it happens in the middle of the night.
We'll go with a horse.
Because then you're throwing on your shoes and your clothes and you're like, where are they? What are they doing? Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. Lots of YouTubers. We love seeing the YouTubers. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We are a hell of a lot of fun. 2, 5, 4, third to be whoop whoop. I'm supposed to pull one for Diana, but not from this deck. Let's see, Diana, where am I supposed to pull for you from? Where am I supposed to pull for you from? Oh, here. I never pull from this deck. I'm not really crazy about this deck, but here's where we're at. So here we are. I have to figure out how to get in them. How the hell do you get in them? Oh, maybe here? Oh, there they are. Okay. Some days are easier than others. Yes, they are. Okay, moving on. So if you guys haven't noticed yet, we're not just about reading. We are about having the discussions that help us all grow. So good afternoon, Trudy Gale. How are you? So if you are interested in your spiritual growth, you're an intuitive or felt like you're an intuitive and you don't exactly know how to move forward or engage that, or it's a scary thought or all those things. A lot of people that are over here in the discussion are my Mystical Life members. And that's what we do, is we teach other people how to ebb and flow and grow. So we have over 300 recorded classes in the membership in the library that everybody is that as a member has access to. And then we have live classes each month. And then we do giveaways. And yeah, you thought you heard there were turkeys, but I heard a rooster. Yes, there are turkeys and a rooster outside. You just haven't heard the geese or the ducks yet. So if you follow that link, but if you follow this link, it gives you, I gotta find it. This link takes you to the 7-day free trial of the membership. And you get to get in there and check out all of our classes. We have everything from grounding, centering, protection, taking care of your energy, angels, aliens, the whole 9 yards. So there's the peacocks. Yeah, I know. There's so many animal sounds. Okay, the goats aren't making noise. That's a plus. Okay, Diana Bradley, this card is for you. Black tourmaline, you're not taking care of yourself. You're not taking care of your stuff. Diana Bradley, you need to be taking care of yourself a little bit more. It's time for self-care. It's time for self-care. Absolutely. Never miss out on taking care of your own energy, girl. Absolutely. The peacocks are talking to you. Okay. Yeah, drop me a message later, Diana. Okay, let's see. I'm not going to ask you guys to. I'm going to scroll through here and say, Faiza, are you still here? Faiza? Normally, our windows are all closed and the air conditioning's on. That's why everybody's hearing everything today. It sounds like a safari out there. It does. It sounds like a safari. Yes, she's still here. Okay. Let's see. So I don't even know what to associate this one with. I work with quite a few. I'm tending a farm and got a pack of guinea hens. We didn't get guineas.
Not because I didn't try.
But I thought, my goodness, there's already 150 birds running around the farm. Why do we need that? So anybody's local, if you need chickens, we'll have them for sale. Dead or alive. That's a horrible way to put it, but meat or laying. Sorry, probably lost people on that one. Muniza, I actually have a Faiza here too. So that's what I'm reading for. I want to talk about Faiza about I don't do these kind of readings. I keep hearing someday your prince will come. Like there is another segment of your life coming up where it's going to be a renewal of love. It doesn't have to necessarily be that. No, I'm sorry, Manisa. It's. I know it's confusing. Hers is spelled Faeeza. This is about a renewal of life, a renewal of energy, a renewal of all these wonderful things coming in. So you've hit this. Oh, this is interesting. So they're showing like you've hit this line in life where there's all sorts of new stuff coming. And it's like your life is set up into 3 sections. Your rooster sign. Your life is set up into 3 sections, and you're getting ready to transition over into a new section. And they're talking about that first section, this next section having a whole lot of bounty right there at the jump start of it. So start manifesting all of these incredible things to come up into your life. But you're going to feel so full. Like they're talking about your heart chakra just feels like full. How did I get here? The thing I have to tell you though is don't feel guilty for somebody else having lack when you have abundance. I think that's part of your energy. If you're moving forward and you have because you're manifesting it, and someone's sitting over here and they're manifesting the opposite, it has to be the way the universe, what they put out, they're going to get back. The same goes for you. So what you put out, you get back. You're just figuring out how to put the puzzle pieces together to manifest the greater things, right? So for anybody that hasn't watched The Secret online, make sure you watch The Secret. It's a documentary on how to manifest, and it really will change your life. And I say that as a muggle. I say that as a muggle. I'm not sitting here going, la, 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 The Secret will change your life. No, it is. The Secret will change your life if you employ it. It is about, and I love the science about it, but it is attraction to attraction. What you put out, you get back, and that happens. You want something, not need it. Don't just need it, want it. Because if you just need enough to pay the bills, that's all you're going to get, right? If you want the bills covered in abundance, then you ask for that. How do you manifest a human? What age human are we talking about? Good morning, Vicky Rube. Everything is hard, Nancy. That's because because you're going through a learning thing right now. Let's see if he says, no way. I've learned a lot along the way and I'm very optimistic. Just hurt, but no growth without pain. You're absolutely right. No growth without pain. Those things are together. Those are together. But you put things out there and they come back. That's what happens. It's science. It's about vibration. 36 to 48. I like your specifics. So Dorella, the one thing, and the secret works with that. The secret works with that. It really, really does. Because if you put out the whole, or 46 to 48, 46 to 40. So now we're getting narrower. Okay. Forward movement, forward thinking, all those things. But when you put out there, I'm alone. I'm so alone. I'm alone. Who's this? Oh, mail lady.
She got a mail lady.
Oh, you're going to have to go out there. Those birds are going to be like, nobody fed me this morning and I want the mail. The poor mail person last time got surrounded by so many birds that she stood out there for 10 minutes before I realized that she was standing there. And she was scared of the turkeys. So I went, oh, it's okay. And I walked out and I picked up one of the turkeys and put it under my arm and walked out. They're fine. They're very friendly. Okay. You mean the physical and lonely? I know spirits are with you. Yeah, no. So Nancy, it is about, for anybody looking for a relationship, right? It is about putting out there the feeling of love and the feeling of acceptance and the feeling of completeness and all of that. You put that out there and you put your perfect description of what you want in a person out there. You will be surprised. You'll be surprised.
Electric company reading the meter.
Oh, that it comes back to you.
Off.
That comes back to you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. I haven't been on as often as I could or should be. We have a lot of irons in the fire here, and so we're always trying to. But the turkeys are innocent, right? So Ashley Marie Fry on Facebook is our daughter-in-law, our wonderful, lovely daughter-in-law, and the turkeys are the sweetest things, aren't they? Aren't they, Ashley? Like you can walk up there, eat, and you can pet them. It's going to be a really tough Thanksgiving because it is a farm, right? It's a farm, so this will be due. And it'll be our first year actually having done that. And we try not to talk about it with them. No, we don't talk to the turkeys about it because they're just like, you're a nice turkey.
They are too.
They're the sweetest turkeys, and it's a problem. You walk outside and they're like dogs. Oh.
Hi, Mom.
It's what it is. It's so sad. Okay. There we go. All right, let's see.
So we'll see in December if we still have 6 turkeys or not.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh boy.
We're going to be in there shortly, Ashley. We have a bunch of tumbles that we have to get in the store to take this upcoming one. Upcoming. Yeah.
For the weekend.
For the weekend. So
I can do my readings.
Because Sam actually did. So I think this might be something Sam offers online eventually. And I'll pull him over here. He'll come over here.
Hi. Don't mind me. I'm working, so.
So over this past Saturday, Sam was in the store doing.
It's time to get rid of this.
No, it's not. I kind of like it. You kind of look like,
Grizzly Adams.
Grizzly Adams did have a beard.
Yeah. But he did crystal readings. So he does crystalmancy. And what he does is he goes through and he selects 4 or 5 tumbles that work with your energy. And he sits down and explains to you why they work with your energy, and then and how to incorporate them into your life. And that I like the beard too. He looks like Gandalf.
You know what?
That's Tanya.
You know what?
That's
you know
Tanya.
What? Tanya.
I
Hey,
saw a message.
good morning, Tanya.
I saw a message from you, Tanya, but I haven't gotten that far yet. So then what he does is he gives you the crystals, so you get the tumbles that he drew for you.
It's a little more than that. I mean, you get a reading with it too. I explain the crystals and what they're doing and why they're doing it, but it's a little bit different for everybody because everybody's dealing with different stuff. So
it was really fun to watch. It was fun to watch. It was the first time he'd actually done it out in public, other than just to, because he does it around the store when people come in to buy crystals. Steve said, and this is Steve. You're in Scotland, right, Steve? Are you in Scotland? I think you're in Scotland. But yeah, it was really fun to watch. And when he gets those set up online, you guys will be the first. Oh, you're in Indiana? So somebody bought from Scotland the same day you bought. So that confused me. Sorry. Hi, Iron Fire Horse. How are you? I saw a video. I think it was a video that Chris sent me that you had sent to them. I think. I don't know. I have a hard time. Tanya would like a crystal reading. I think this was something we could set up one state over, not far at all.
I'm going to probably set something up on Acuity so that people can book an appointment.
Yeah.
Especially the online people. You'll still get your online reading, and then we'll just mail you the crystals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So a little process I go through. I pick the crystals. I put them in a selenite bowl so that they can start their cleansing. And I think this is very important because the selenite will help cleanse off this, because they're out in the general public. So people fumble through them and they get all their energies on them. So I think the selenite is a great way to clear off the other energies and at least start the process. Now, when I'm doing the reading, I actually have a selenite puzzle that I put together and makes like a big plate out there. And so I do the reading on the selenite plates as well. And then when I set the stones and I'm done, you take the stones away because now there's no more of anybody else's stuff on them. So
Tanya says Sam would be like, and here's the crystal you need. $600 for Tanya. $600 hour for Tanya. We haven't shown the Expo crystals that we have. We've only shown like a couple of them. We have a bunch of Expo crystals in the back of the store that are the guy that come through selling these crystals. He come to the store. His crystals were amazing, gorgeous. And we have we even have Apache tier towers, like gorgeous.
Tanya, you remember the little dragon it's like a obsidian dragon that you bought? It's been a couple years ago. That is Apache tier because you can see light through it. That's what these towers are. Same material, same type of material. Hard to find. They call it Apache tier or ice. I think they call it like a smoky ice. Mm-hmm. Obsidian sometimes. Just depends on who you're buying from. But
gorgeous.
Yeah.
And the clear quartz mini tower. Oh my God. We'll do, when we come back from this weekend, we have a crystal sale scheduled. We'll do the Expo stuff after that. Yeah, it's just really, really, really beautiful stuff. So, okay. I had to get rid of 2 young roosters because they're attacking Rue, the older cock of the walk. Yeah, got to get rid of those young guys. What?
Oh, one more. Just read it. Just read it. Don't need to read it out loud.
Aw, Fairy Moon 555. Welcome. It's what we do. We try to, at least. We try to have fun and we try to be welcoming to everybody. Your nieces are looking forward to Sunday. Yay! And learning about some crystals.
Off camera. No, Daddy, no.
Who gets the movie reference? Anybody? Anybody? So we do have some guides that work strictly in movie references, and it's just really funny. I have a movie reference guide. I have a Disney guide, a Wizard of Oz guide. So there's and a claymation guide from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's one of my favorites, actually. And then I have the Money Guide. He just fades in and out. I like him. But I don't get to see him very often because not everybody's winning the lottery, guys. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Okay, can I get a whoop whoop in the room?
You are your own lottery.
Hey, that's really nice, actually.
You are your own lottery.
You want to show people the feathers that you're going to make into wands?
I suppose I could do that.
Yeah. I was talking about the big ones.
I know what you're talking about.
So we're not going to have them for Raleigh. We got really overloaded, and this is my problem, my fault. But we're going to have these.
It's not your fault. We just don't have time.
So with working shamanically, one of the things we're going to be taking to Raleigh in the expos at the end of the year too, we're going to be bringing things like smudge wands, smudge sticks, the sages and things like that. But we also bring in feather wands, and this is going to be
This is not one of our turkeys, by the way.
It is not one of our turkeys.
This is actually
we did not personally know this turkey.
This is actually a wild turkey that somebody harvested.
Yeah. So these are going to be some of the smudge wands that we'll be offering.
But there's 8 pairs of them here. We're not selling them as pairs, but but they'll be ordained with crystals and leather or fur. Sometimes fur. This is like fox fur. Not a fox. I'm sorry. This is a coyote. But we have rabbit.
Are you sure?
Yes, I know it's a coyote.
Hey,
right?
buddy.
It's a coyote.
No, it isn't, buddy. It isn't a coyote.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, okay.
Anyhow.
So,
A rabbit, coyote, and then we have other wings and stuff too, like pheasant and some European crows, because you can't have American crows.
Joe
they're a
Megan.
protected species here.
So this is really good. Someone gifted you with the membership. Julianne, when did that happen? That's awesome. Is that just today? I hope you enjoy. If you have, so Julianne, when did you get in the membership?
Oh Lord,
I need to know because I'm gonna. If you have a crystal question, now's a really great time to ask. Sunday. Well, congratulations. I hope you enjoy it. And I'll tell you what, message me. I'm looking to see how smooth it is. If there's any pieces missing, I try to keep everything, descriptive on how to get in. But if you find, and I'm serious, if you find any glitches in anything, or you find that there's missing information, please message me so I can create some change there. And if you have any problems, there's also a group on the
it was a fan dance. Oh, it's hilarious.
There's also a group on the community. So if you go to the community in your library, that will help you. So there's those like community leaders and it's a Ghost Squad Scotland membership. I thought you were in My Mystical Life. Just checking. Okay, makes sense. All right, thank you so much. That'll be fun. I actually haven't been to one of his private readings yet. That would be fun. That'd be fun. You would be happy to do it if you're gifted. We'll have to talk. Dance for us, Sam. Dance. So somebody asked. This was a crystal question.
This is not a body you want to see dancing.
I have.
But
more
don't judge
for
if you ever do.
Like bags. We will take them, Tanya. I will. Let me know how much shipping is. I'll pay for them. Whatever.
What?
Tanya says she has bags of feathers. So does wearing selenite remove negative energy or repel it? Joe Megan asks. Now I have feathers and all over me.
So this is a great question. Selenite is an absolutely magnificent crystal for cleansing. Okay. If you feel like if you're having a bad day and you want to try to shuck off some of that crap, selenite is your go-to. I'm telling you, you can wear it. You can just have it. You can hold it. Here we go. Actually, this is a selenite palm stone. It's a kind of big one, so I wouldn't, but if you just want to, it's what?
Nothing.
Oh, you need to do something about that.
What?
You're cricking your neck. So
yeah. Oh, I do have a crick.
Yeah. The way you would. Anyway,
like a broken owl.
Did you see that squirrel moment? That was a squirrel moment. That was like a squirrel chasing a chipmunk, chasing a. selenite is a great thing for cleansing off the junk. Okay, not your junk, but any junk that may have accumulated. Okay, having a stressful day, selenite is great. Selenite is super for your third eye and your crown chakra. It will help to open that up and clear that out. And there is selenite jewelry you can buy, like bracelets. There's bracelets. There's actually selenite beads and stuff you can get for your neck, to wear like a necklace. Now, I will advise you, if you are sweaty or hot, not to wear them much, because you can discolor the selenite, and I don't like it when you take off the stupid birds. So selenite is also a very soft stone, and it will melt to some degree, like mud. And I want to stress this: a hard, compact selenite like this is not so. I don't worry so much about it for short bursts of moisture. I do not recommend washing it and leaving it in the sink overnight. But if you can wash it, I know a lot of people tell you can't. You wash it and you pat it dry immediately, and don't let it sit there in water, and don't, so I know the general consensus is you shouldn't do anything water wise with selenite. But again, if it's a softer selenite, I wouldn't recommend putting it in water, but it doesn't need to be charged. It's self-cleansing. So whatever funk it takes off of you, set it back over here and set it off to the side, and it's going to take care of itself. It's going to get rid of all that stuff. It's great. It's absolutely great. I can't recommend selenite. Anybody that knows me knows I love selenite. And so you can't go wrong. We got lots of it in the store.
Who has selenite in their crystal repertoire? Tanya says, I have so much selenite in my house. I love it. I got towers all over the place. Yep. So who has selenite?
It lightens up the energy in the room too. I mean, really, it's amazing.
I had the chipmunk, Alvin and the Chipmunks too. You don't even have to hear the music. So how do you know if it's real selenite? Selenite has a look to it. So here is a chunk. We have it everywhere. Here's a chunk of raw selenite. You can see that it has this shine to it, right? It comes in these little, it has a glisten to it, a reflection in there. Everybody, yeah, selenite. Selenite. Do, 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 do. Yeah, everybody had. Is that turkey on our porch?
No, but he's right here on the sidewalk.
You keep a plate under your bed with tourmaline for protection. Absolutely. I've been using my selenite this week a lot, holding it during meditation. That is great. Vicky Roop has quite a bit of it. Yeah. So selenite is one of those basics. She keeps it in the car. Basic things to have in your tool chest. I think selenite, black tourmaline, shungite is another good one to have in your tool chest. Amethyst is another one. Jade, I like jade. You have a little tower and a long stick of it. Yeah, it's good stuff to keep around. So there's some basic crystals. The jade is for prosperity. The healing is amethyst. Oh, wait, I had something I had to say. Ruth Adderton. Are you still here, Ruth Adderton? They don't call you Alvin anymore. They just now call you Squeak. Yeah, jade is my money crystal with tiger's eye, says Tanya Lee. Absolutely.
What's that?
Jade, she keeps jade and tiger's eye together.
And that's a good point too, is that combining stones is a great thing. Boy, your lens is really bad. It is just,
yeah.
Anyways, either that or it's just really dirty. It's so dirty.
What a lovely day, says I put all my crystals on a selenite plate.
Yep.
Great idea.
Yes. And that's why when I'm doing my crystal readings, that is why I put them on a crystal plate, or a selenite plate. what I've done is I've got a bunch of hexagon plates and put them together like a puzzle to make a big pad on the table. Number one, it cleanses the energy around the table, and it really pulls in some nice stuff. I'll just show you the layout that we had at the shop.
It was really cool.
It's still set up, so. But we'll
does sound like a farm out there, doesn't it?
The only thing we don't have is the donkey right now. She'll be coming back pretty soon.
She'll come back next week. I'm thinking about we really need to cut down on the animals. God.
Wait till we have a hog and a
No,
couple
we are
hogs
not having
and
a
some
hog.
cattle.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about the point that grows on the back of the crystals?
The point that grows on the back of the crystals.
She actually says paint. Is that paint or point?
Can you tell me about the paint that grows?
Is that the iron oxide, maybe? The iron? I love amethyst too. It's pretty. So many birds out there. So many birds. It makes this discussion friendly, fun. Linda Dix, how are you? I keep needing to message you. I really do. I'm not ignoring you. I swear.
Julie,
I am. Okay, look. Lord. On amethyst has paint on the raw crystals. Has paint on the raw crystals. So I'm thinking is it reddish, orange? I don't know that I have it. Look at us. We're like, do we have any here? There's crystals all back here. Guys.
Baby, quit being a poop.
No, baby's sitting right here. That is Missy for some reason.
Oh, okay. Man, maybe she's having a bad day.
She might be having a bad day. I don't see any that I have that has that on there right now.
Yeah, we got a bunch.
It's blue and green. Oh, so it's paint? It'll discolor your hands. I would have to see that. Is that rooster talking to you? Really talking? That rooster, there's like 6 of them out there.
It's blue and green. That sounds like azurite and malachite together. And
She
it
says
will
it's on
bleed
amethyst.
into your hand and bleed off in your hand a little bit.
Katrina says they're hangry birds. They are hangry birds. There was some food in their thing. I went out and fed the horse, but they looked at me like,
Buck, buck.
bok bok. And I'm like, yeah, but there's food in your thing already, and they don't care. Okay. Do that again.
No, I will not. I refuse to.
Okay. Yeah. So you know
Who's the
what?
Statue in the background.
Artemis. That is Artemis. Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they can see anything in the background.
I know, right? But that is the goddess Artemis. I work with her quite a bit. So you're just curious if you should break this crystal. Take a picture of it and send it to My Mystical Life or the Mystical Moons, whichever. Send it to our Facebook page. I don't know if you have Facebook.
So she's saying it's amethyst with this stuff on it?
Yeah. I'd be curious to see what it looks like. The Archer, yes. Yes. That's
It's
Artemis.
blue and green. Huh.
I'm impressed you can see that.
See what? Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
I'm impressed. She has the stag. Can you want to grab her?
Well, I would end up disturbing the dog. And
Oh, well, I can't do it because I will really disturb the dog. We can't disturb. Tanya Lee says, what's your favorite crystal sand for this year?
for this year?
Yeah,
It's a little
get
dusty.
the dust off of it first.
It's yours. My favorite crystal for the year, huh? Well, let's see. Well, it's always selenite for me, but I'm gonna have to go with malachite.
Which brings me to my next thing. Wait, look.
What?
This is our sale this week.
Really?
What? We have Chrysocolla And
I'm sorry, that was not planned. I did not know that. She does these things, and
this is what's on sale this month.
I work a
Or this
muzzle
week.
job, so
That's what's on sale this week at the shop.
oh my god.
What? It was funny.
So this is my malachite. Man, this thing's heavy, but this is my malachite egg, and so I keep that on my desk, and it's just malachite's been a big thing for me this year. I don't know for me, anyways, but I think it's.
That's a great opening, right?
It's you segued the hell out of that, I'll tell you that.
Oh, isn't she gorgeous, Tanya? Yeah, I bought her full price. I didn't get her on a discount. I bought her from the Parthenon in Nashville. So, yeah. We have not done the giveaway. That is something we're going to do today. So we will be doing the giveaway today. What kind of tower moments have you had with that stone? Because that is a stone you invite change. Oh, she's got pictures already?
Yeah. Yeah. I read.
Oh.
I don't just.
What did that? That don't look like amethyst.
It is. It's amethyst.
Oh, the front. Oh, so it's just matrix on the back.
Yeah, it's the matrix.
With copper in it.
It's got copper in it, definitely.
You don't have to break that. Don't break that.
Yeah. No.
No.
You don't want to do that. Because it'll weaken the structure of the that matrix that's on the back of that is definitely copper based. Sorry. So when copper oxidizes, it turns green.
Yeah.
Again, malachite. Malachite is a copper. Azurite is a copper. Azurite is what happens to malachite first. So it starts out as azurite and turns to malachite. As it oxidizes, it turns green, but it might take 1,000 years to turn green, or whatever. But once it hits the atmosphere, like your piece does, especially if there's a lot of humidity or whatnot, it can turn green and rub off. So just know that that's a thing.
Wait,
I would not chip that off or break that off. You'll compromise the integrity of that piece. Because the amethyst itself they're just in there like kind of like pie pieces. Once you cut them, there's nothing there to stabilize them.
I'm sorry, I'm taking care of a troll, you guys. And bye-bye. Bye-bye. You're gone now. Bye-bye. Okay. Okay. I got rid of it. Bye-bye. Okay. Is it better to leave crystals in the window or outside?
Now that truly depends on the crystal. Quartz is fine in the window, but make damn sure that it is not super clear. Quartz in sunlight actually can turn into a magnifying glass, and anybody that's ever played with a magnifying glass in the sun knows you get that right point and it'll set things on fire. And it has happened. And I think one of our people, I think Laura said she had one that did that.
Yeah.
So be very careful with that. Calcites, amethyst, fluorites, do not leave in the sun. It's okay to take them into the sun, but don't leave them there because the sun will bleach them out and fade them out. They'll become clear.
Yes, they will. Citrine, light and love is called citrine, and it is a great one.
Yeah, citrine's another one you don't want to leave in the sun for too long. Yeah. So
you just need to do a crystal question and answer evening. No, seriously, wouldn't that be interesting, you guys? Like a crystal question and answer. What about crystals?
We could do a crystal reading night. We could do that. Do a crystal reading night.
Yeah.
And do 8 questions and answers too.
Yes, you can burn your house down with clear quartz in the window, guys.
Absolutely
can do that. We don't even get it anywhere close to the front of the shop because we have so much sunlight coming in the front of the shop that we keep all the amethyst, citrine, and that stuff away. I want crystal reading night and facts, Tanya says. Yeah, you like desert rose. I like the desert rose as well. A matter of fact, Sam has this big, huge desert rose behind us.
So there's a good instance for selenite. That desert rose is gypsum which is selenite. So gypsum and selenite is two different parts of the process. So gypsum is very soft, but it's early development. Selenite is later once it's been compacted and crushed into its layers. So that's a huge thing. Gypsum, therefore desert rose, not one to wash. Do not wash it.
I think that turkey's on the porch.
That turkey is not on a porch. I can hear him. He's down there by the tomato plants.
We're working on getting the chicken coops together.
Yeah, they're right there by the chicken.
Okay.
Boy, the pickles sure don't look very good.
We're working to get them contained so that they're not so affectionate. So it's easier. My favorite stone of this year is a prophecy stone. Love it. It's my space peanut. I highly recommend. Yes, Egyptian prophecy stones are really, truly an amazing stone. They will raise the vibration. Absolutely. Can you explain the difference between Apache tear and obsidian?
Apache tear is obsidian. It's just a much clearer version of it. So black obsidian is just pitch black. There's no light going to get through it. Apache tear you can put up to light and see through. And some of them that are really clear, you can see right through without having to put it up to the light. And so that's the difference. Now Apache tears are typically like, I don't know, something about that size. Okay, something about that size. This is malachite, but it's obviously not Apache tear, but I'm giving you a reference. Well, you'll see them sometimes in crystal stores or online, and but they're usually shaped about like that. And I guess they were on the camera, shaped like that, and about that size. But just they almost kind of what?
No, it's just having you read that.
Since
you're fine. Okay. Isn't Apache tear made from the volcano and land, and obsidian is volcano and water? I've not heard that, but I'm going to look it up because we don't claim to know everything. So I'm going to look it up while Sam talks.
What was that all about?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Well, now I am.
We're reading.
So Apache tears, also known as obsidian, are formed when lava and ash cools quickly into glass-like rock. The rapid cooling prevents crystals from forming. The process is thought to be related to the amount of water and alkali present during cooling. When there's too much water and alkali present during cooling, when there's too much water, the lava hydrates, which means water enters the obsidian glass and turns it into perlite. The water trapped in the rock then expands similar to water in popcorn. So there you go. It's just a matter of moisture content in the stone or ash that it's being deposited in. If you throw hot obsidian in the water, it's going to explode.
Yeah. Apache tears often form in lava domes, ash flow tufts, and silica lava flows, and often found embedded in perlite. So it doesn't say anything about it actually being in the water. It just talks about the content.
It's the moisture content in the moisture and the alkaline content.
No, it's a great question, and we appreciate it.
It's absolutely
because
a great
we're
question.
always learning.
Yeah, shit. If you think we know everything, we know about that much.
No, it's a great question. It's a great question.
There's an
interesting energy.
There's an infinite amount of information out there.
Yeah.
Nobody's asked that question, and I never thought to ask. I just assumed it was made from lava.
I apparently need to interview Sam. Absolutely, Tanya. Let's do it. I'm volunteering him. What do you think find the most popular stone this year for purchase? I feel people go through phases. What has been the most popular? We can actually give an answer for that if we check our stats. But that's an interesting question.
Amethyst is always popular.
Yeah, amethyst is always popular.
Trying
to think. Citrine's been very popular this year. I think citrine has been pretty popular.
But there's one of those facts too, that citrine and amethyst
They're
are
the same.
they're not the same. Molecularly, they're the same. They just have two little different pieces of mineralization in them. One makes them purple and one makes them yellow.
Now the structure on that though, they're different, right? Because you have your baked citrine
So
that
yes,
is matte like
okay.
amethyst.
So here's another factoid. Citrine grows just like quartz crystals do. So it grows in long shafts or towers or points. Citrine tends to grow in clusters inside of pocket formations. I'm not saying that it can't grow like a quartz crystal. 99% of the time they grow in clusters. When you see a cluster of citrine, generally, and especially because it's going to be a dark orange, or it's just going to be a dark off color to what citrine. Citrine is typically a light yellowish green,
almost like smoky quartz
to a smoky quartz, to a smoky citrine, but it's going to be a longer piece, not a stub, not like a tooth, not like an amethyst tooth. Okay. What happens there is when they're the really dark orange color and they're in clusters, typically what happens is, and that's not typically, this is what happens. They take that cluster and they put it in an oven and they bake it at 800 degrees for 24 hours. All right. And then let it cool down. What they're doing is they're baking out the purple elements that are in those formations. All right. And what's left is the orange. Now, technically, chemically, it is citrine, but it was not naturally formed. So that needs to be understood. All they have done is baked out all the mineralization that was the amethyst. That's it.
Yeah.
So that's how closely related the two stones are to one another. It is of the quartz family, but it is definitely not natural citrine.
Okay.
And I don't think
here's that's a baked.
So here, notice the shape, okay? This is baked citrine. See that coloring? That is baked, okay? If it was natural...
But I have any natural.
I don't think I have any natural here. That's the problem.
I'm looking at our crystal collections going, I don't know. Those cabinets behind us are full of crystals.
But anyways, that is a dead giveaway right there. The shape alone should be a dead giveaway.
That burnt orange color.
The shape alone should be. See, that is an amethyst tooth. That is basically a dragon's tooth that they've baked all the purple out of it. And now that's what it is.
Baked, not fried. Okay. So, if you guys haven't followed us, I have to leave to chat to a friend. How are you on Friday on YouTube? We try to be on as often as we can. We don't have a schedule right now. We're trying to do some things that are going to
this weekend. We will not be on. We are going to be in a show in Raleigh, Durham.
Yeah,
and we will be baked. We will just be
baked,
not baked,
but we're going to be fizzled out from the next. So we will
cooked.
be
Brains are going to be cooked.
But we will be back on either in the next couple of days or next week. I'm sorry. I wish I had better timelines for everybody.
We may be heading on the road tomorrow to get a jump start. So
I thought you had to.
Huh?
I thought you had to fly.
I don't know yet. I don't think I do. I think it was a different meeting.
But let me tell you guys how appreciative we are for everybody that is hanging with us, and especially with our erratic schedule, we haven't been as on as we should be, and we're hoping to create some change with that here very, very soon. It's just a matter of taking some things off of our plate.
Unfortunately, for September and October, I will be working 6 and 7 12-hour days for the duration of those 2 months. My muggle job, it's our busy season, and so there we go.
I think that
after that, though,
I think I would like to actually start setting up where we do some interviews with some people that are other intuitives on the internet that we could be commiserating with some of the things. And I say commiserating because we can also sit there. We don't all have to go everybody's love and light. We can also go, oh my gosh.
I am not an English person, English scholar, so I don't know.
But talking to people on the internet and doing some different things like that. So I hope everybody has a great day, and I hope that you find light and love and
Or a
joy,
great evening, depending
Or
on
a
where you
great-
are.
and feel divine because you are. And
May the light be with you always.
all right, you guys, we really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Have a great day.